3 years ago, Mikki McClary could only go to the supermarket in the middle of the night.
Boy.
Busy places were where bad things happened and people died.
She would profile people as we were walking, and then she was constantly worried that, like, this person's a bad guy, this person's a bad guy, they're going to do something.
Once, that vigilance had helped keep Mikki alive. Over 9 years in the U.S. Army, including 2 deployments to Iraq and 1 to Afghanistan, Mikki had learned that anyone could be a threat.
The security team was around the vehicles, and a 14-year-old boy walked up to them and proceeded to ask a question, is what I got out of the whole chaos. And either he detonated a suicide vest or someone did it for him. We were very lucky. No one was killed. But there were several really serious injuries. Basically, there's an on and off switch. And when you get deployed, a lot of times the switch is turned off and it stays off. And then when you encounter things that a normal, everyday citizen would encounter, they would probably be very upset and distraught about it, but you don't have time for that kind of thing. So you pretty much just bottle it up and push it down.
When Mikki came home, what had been bottled up burst. And that's not unusual, says Suzanne Perkins, a social worker and readjustment specialist for the Southern Arizona VA healthcare system.
One of the things we used to say a lot in the PTSD clinic was that PTSD is a normal response to a really abnormal situation. We're designed to really remember things that are life-threatening potentially. So any of those pieces of the event, things that we see, hear, smell, feel, if they happen in the future, then the brain has this kind of learned response to that, to send a bunch of adrenaline, if you will. So that fight or flight response to things.
Mikki's fight or flight response made it hard for her to sleep or leave the house. It also took a toll on her relationship with her wife, Amber, a fellow Army veteran.
It was frightening to me because I don't think anyone should have to live that way. And whenever you can't even go to the store and shop without wondering if the cashier is going to pull a gun on you or something, that was definitely my limit. And I was like, no, okay, we can't do this. Things are gonna have to change. And she saw on the news a program about service dogs.
Amber and Mikki contacted Train a Dog, Save a Warrior, or TADSAW, one of a growing number of small nonprofits that provide service dogs to veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, traumatic brain injury, or military sexual trauma. TADSAW connected them to Monique Vargas, a Tucson-based dog trainer. Vargas's husband served in Iraq, and she knew firsthand the war's toll.
They see a lot of terrible, terrible things that they have to live with for the rest of their life, and you see how that affects them when they come back home. People that you knew before are starting to shut themselves down and staying locked in their house and not wanting to come out anymore. That's why I decided to get involved. Ask them to sit. Sit.
Monique and Mikki met at the Humane Society, and there they found Scout. With Monique's guidance, Mikki and Scout worked for months to become a team.
Better.
Scout learned to watch Mikki's back and to wake her from nightmares.
If I'm feeling anxious, I can say paw, and he'll put his paw on my knee, and he leans into me and shows me affection when I'm nervous or scared or sad. But the thing I needed the most was a lookout. In the military, you have the whole battle buddy system. You never go anywhere by yourself. You always have a battle buddy. And that starts from basic training, and it goes all the way until your last day. Scout is my battle buddy. He goes everywhere with me, and he helped me get back out in the world.
I remember the first big step that she took was sending me pictures of her and Scout at the Grand Canyon. Like, that was major. She had like a set routine, and now to see her out doing something new and being able to be out and actually having fun and enjoying her life was huge.
Many veterans have reported similar improvements, yet PTSD service dogs are not eligible for the same VA benefits as other service dogs. According to the VA, that's because there isn't yet enough research to support their widespread use. Perkins says there's another concern, that service dogs might actually limit a veteran's recovery.
The reason I would have some mixed feelings is that if this veteran always has that service animal with them, they will never see that they can achieve those activities on their own. Yeah, I did. I went to the movies, or I went to that soccer game for my kids, but I did it because of the dog.
But Perkins says service animals can change veterans' lives in powerful ways.
Okay.
Especially if they help break the isolation traumatic experiences can bring.
Alrighty, there you go. You have
Thank you, you too.
It's really about reclaiming their life. It's about being able to do the things that are important to them, have relationships that are important to them, take their families to the movies, go to school, go to work, and not have their heart pounding out of their chest all the time when they're doing those things.
Good boy.
If a service animal gets anybody with PTSD back into living their life in a way that's comfortable, I don't see how you could argue that.
You have two?
I have two. I have one in my theories class.
For Mikki and Amber McClary, Scout's impact goes beyond reclaiming life.
No matter what you do, no matter what's going on, your battle buddy should be there. And that is Scout's role. This poor little dog with the pound ended up being what really saved our relationship and saved her life.
It's not hopeless. And definitely 3 years ago, I thought it was hopeless. I didn't think that I would ever have a normal life.